Okay. You know what's the problem? Please don't do anything. Don't try to ask for any kind of interruption. If you are trying to go through setting, don't go through setting. So, can you hear my voice well now? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Good. Now, I would like to show you, to present to you this video. This video is, what is this? Just on. Okay, just a second. Okay. Now I would like to show you the video, this one, referencing, how to do referencing using the ABA style in the business study students. You are for a business students, you are a business and technology student, okay? Now, this one to show you the references. So this one, it summarizes everything. Please, yes, this, as we said, we are going to, what happened? Okay. We are going to present a little information about APE style 6, the APE 6 style, which is to show you how to do citing and to do citation for your references. So please go through this one and listen to the Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, sir.
Please, I send you a link. You are linked to WhatsApp. Please open that link. Open that link to follow and to hear that YouTube, the video. The problem is that when I would like to share with you here, I couldn't do it. You see, Dr. Hussein Abrujal is starting to share. No, I don't share anything. The problem here is, I don't know, connectivity. What is the problem? So let me try to share again. If something happened, I already send you a link to a WhatsApp. So you can go there and just to attend that. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Can you open now? Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
School, we find people saying things like dreams in nature, but they'll also say the internet, journal articles, libraries, books, and their lecturers. Information comes from a whole bunch of different sources.
Yes, here what we are going to explain, Tomo has said in this video is telling you what different things we read references whenever you use information from another source, you have to mention the citation. Sometimes students they take figures. Yes, they take figures. They have to cite that or tables. They have to cite that from where they brought that idea or they brought that figure or they brought that fact. Because anything that you use not in the same format, even the idea, you have to cite the person who see that. Even if you do it, yes, you have to write it in your way, but you have to cite that.
The series, ideas, quotations, facts and figures that are referencing the process of technology, series of communication.
Means you are acknowledge from where you took this one. So when we have, I will click CC here to make it easier for you to follow the English.
Dates, facts, and figures, any statistics, or you're actually using ideas that you've got from source. Or obviously, interpretation. Without context, say that Telstra is abstract. Something capitalization. So you have to provide a reference for those sources. So how do you turn in the information using some knowledge? Well, MIT utilizes some
Yes, maybe you ask why we have to do a reference. Why we have to do a credit, to give a credit to those authors who did this one.
So
Because when you take other people's figures, tables, ideas, or facts, we have to give them a credit. Yes, because those one, they work hard to come out with this one. We have to give a credit to them and to like a kind of acknowledgement. And because also we have to show that we depend on something is real. Yes. Sorry. Can you hear the voice?
Cannot, sir.
Okay.
Not really, sir.
Okay. Plagiarism. Plagiarism. Do you know what is a plagiarism? I think you know. Means we cannot take copy paste. That's mean we cannot take other people's ideas and things without paraphrasing. Means we cannot take it as a plagiarism because we have a penalty regarding that. When you take the citation or what other people said, you have to understand the idea there and you have to write it in your way. But your way shouldn't be misleading of the understanding. Yes, we have a Turnitin. It's not just Sydney University, UUM, and everywhere. And we have Turnitin. We have a file in our online learning. I initiate that file for my students in every semester to check their Turnitin. Yes, why is Turnitin? To check the plagiarism. The file already there in our portal. But you have to start from next week because now we have special break next week. We need you to work, to spend time to do your group assignment. Maybe you accomplish some of your parts during a semester break. So later, when your assignment is ready, we have to check the Turnitin. But from now, when you write something, please write it in your way, okay? Because when you write in your way, the plagiarism will be down. So in the plagiarism, we have to make it less than 20. As general, in general, it is allowed that to be up to 18, 50, because we use other people's source, but not allowed to be more than 20. So you have to work hard to explain the idea in your way. The plagiarism we will check later. Just now you have to make sure that when you write in your way. You start one statement, one paragraph, like that when you are writing.
Plagiarism is quite serious. So you have to make sure you reference it somewhere else. While referencing is very it's also just the reference peer review is the process where academics
Yes. You know what is meant by peer review? Peer review normally when we write article, later, inshallah, when you will be a master or PhD, when you would like to send your paper, your article to be published, somebody have to do peer review. That peer review, one or two reviewer, we can read your article without knowing who is this owner. So that's why we have to cite sources. We cannot take other people's words without citing them. And for sure, we have to think of that seriously. Yes, now he is trying to explain to you what is the other sources. But in our assignment, we see that we need to understand the concept first. We can use report, we can use other companies' website just to mention the examples. You can use that to mention the examples. But the literatures the knowledge that we have to depend on should be from articles or a book. Why? Because we have to depend on something already be reviewed. That's mean already endorsed by specialist people. Do you follow me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, sir. Can.
Good, good. Okay. Now let's continue to show, because we are going through this video. It will show us how we can write even citation inside and how we can cite our references. Yes. Forget about Sydney. Yes, everywhere they use APA style. What do we mean by APA? APA style. This one APA style, it is a format of writing, referencing, writing which is it's come from American Psychological Association. They developed this one as a standard for many social sciences, that they have to follow this ABE style. We call it ABE style. That's American Psychological Association. Wow. Hello. Now, what's the difference between in-text and reference list? Means in-text that we have to cite and to write in the text, in the paragraph itself. But the reference list is the down in the reference section. How we have to state the folio reference. You see, this is a now to explain a very important thing. Please pay me your attention. Okay? So we go. Do you hear the video? Is it clear? Can you see the voice?
I can hear video sound, but sir, I can hear.
You can hear.
Yes, yes. But with this video, I can hear, sir. But I can just hear your voice.
We just can hear your voice, not the video.
Yes, yes.
But you cannot.
Yes, yes. With the cannot.
Okay. So what we would like to explain here is is the citation. How we to write a citation, you see. How do you write a citation? How you use to write a citation? So if you cannot hear the voice in this way, what we have to do, okay, Google Chrome. You mean now? Now, have you heard something from the video?
No, sir.
Oh. So, but you read the writing there. The
Yes.
text. Okay, go through text because I would like to give some kind of notes while he presenting. Yes. What is the point here? You see, in the elephants stamped 2003, how the site. So, in general, anything that we use in the text here, we have to. The full text or the full reference should be appear in this reference list. You see, in the left, we have our text, right? We have different uses of the style. So, we have a different, like a book, we have articles, we have website, we have different source of different sources. So it's like that. You see, when we write, when we have a reference here or citation here, we should show in the reference. Also here, you can say different style of citation because that one is the book or article or report or from the web page. We have to mention how. We have to follow the style of how to do citation.
And anything that's new references as it's one that's in text. Or to reference or text citation. As you can see, text citation.
Okay, you see here we have cited two authors, right? He's trying to explain that we cannot cite the whole references. We have just to cite the name and the year only in the text. But when we go to the reference list, we have to mention all details about that citation. You see, this one, Smith. It is in the references example that we have to write in the reference list. Why? Because here we would like to write in the reference list, we have to write all the citation. Smith 2017, the technological impact on the market attitude, okay, the full title and the volume and the issue. You see, this is one of the references formatting. Wow, the reference sequence should be in alphabet.
And references the same order, okay, so let's talk about text citations. There are several types of things. Style of text citation.
You see, here when we write our text, we cannot just write the text or write we write a paragraph without reference. What they do this here? They use the first name or the first author name and the year to mention what he suggests. So we already cited what he said. Wow. Yes, sometimes this is high rank of writing. We use the beginning of the name because that one maybe he's a scientist, maybe he's a well-known person. We have to start by his name and the year because we would like to mention and to highlight because that one idea and what he said is very important in our field. For example, in technology, some people are very worldwide or well known in the world. We have to mention what that person said because he is a scholar or scientist in the discipline. Okay, what's this idea prominent? What we said here, we use it at the end of the text. At the end of the text, you see, the previous one was in the beginning. And now we use it at the end. Why? Because this is a different way of mentioning the citation. Yes, yes, you see that when you use this one at the end of the text, at the end of the paragraph, because you would like to acknowledge who see that. But when you mention the name in the beginning, that's mean he is the very important one.
This type of citation, brackets,
See, in the bracket, both of them, but in the previous one, we use the name outside the bracket and we just put the year only in the bracket. What is here? We have two different sources, and how we use this sign, this symbol, semicolon, just to differentiate between two sources. Yes, we see them and we report them in a sequence. This means the one or the new reference first, and then the old reference. I mean the latest one first.
For example, technology is
Yes, quotation. What we use quotation for? We use that direct quotation. Should be under 40 words. Cannot be take fully quotation. Sometimes we take this quotation in our thesis. Why? Because we would like to set the definition one time only in our paper or on our thesis. Yes, when we have two authors, we use and, the sample ands. This one where? This one in the text, and we put them in the among the brackets. What we have to do, and we have 3, 4, 5 authors. We have it at the end. We use the sample that end at the end. But for sure, this one is in the end of the text. So we use all of them like that. Okay, what is we see it in the first time? In the first time, we have to mention all of them, right? But what will happen if I would like to use them again? If I would like to use that citation again, I don't need to mention all of the names. I just mention the first one. And what I write it all in this way. Can you understand? Can you see the one? Asima Kampala said it all 2017. Why we use just the first author and the first name? Why we don't mention them, all of them together? We don't mention them many times. We have to mention all the names only one time. When we would like to use that reference again, we have to use only the first author name, and the rest, it means it all, okay? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, this is a very important point. Yes, okay. Yes, as we said, the first we use all of the names. When we use the citation again, we just cite the first author, okay, like that. Maybe one of you will say that, why we have to take these things? I need you to attend and to open this video many times. Why? Because when you start to write your assignment, you will come across citation. So you will do it one by one, step by step. We don't want you to do everything first and then you go again to the references. No, you will face a problem. Yes, you will waste your time. But when you understand now how to cite from the beginning, any kind of idea or fact or figure you would like to use in your assignment, you have to set the citation from the beginning. Because if you just wait at the end and we give you this video and this APA style introduction, you will make a trouble thing to yourself. So don't tell me that you will follow this AB style at the ending. No, because you are going to waste your time. So from the early stage, you have to understand that we have to set our citation clearly from the beginning. It's like that. So let's continue.
Just the first other sources themselves.
Yes. You know what is this? This when something tell you somebody cited from other person, and you would like this is sometimes the very important for very important information because you would like to know who see that. Okay, for a very important thing or very critical thing in your writing, you have to cite the person who used that and to say as cited in blah 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 for that item.
Some people ask us what's the difference between
Quotation mark sometimes we would like to use it because we cannot change in that. We have to just to take it as it is. But for sure, we cannot take 2, 3 quotation in one assignment. For example, we would like to use that quotation once because we would like to define what is the concept that we are taking. It's like that. So it is, we take one in our assignment, it's okay, but we have to do it in a bracket, in quotation, sorry. Yes. In this way, what we have is here, yes, we don't use the fully quotation. We use paraphrased one that we followed by ourselves. That's mean we took the ideas there and we wrote it in our way. We use this one, no need quotation. Yes, this one is a paraphrase. You see, the science is not seen like before, but it is already mentioned idea. The Facebook group seem more important to students when groups focus on specific needs. So we do this paraphrasing. We grab the idea before and we'll do it in our way.
If you want some tips for having inside.
Yes, when you have, sometimes you would like to do paraphrasing for your idea. As mentioned here, you have to read the article first and to use your own summarizing or your own notes that explain what that section is meaning. So you can use your notes to highlight things. Yes, you say you refer to your notes that explain the original text or paragraph.
That way you're writing down the ideas. Another tip is to try and explain the original text. So, I guess so let's have a close look at these parts. There are four key elements that you need to remember.
Yes, the four key elements that we have to remember in any reference that who create that. That's mean the source, the author who see that, when, the date or the year we have to stay there, and the title of that article. We shouldn't forget. And where, from where, the journal. We have to say the journal or the database they use that.
Who created this source? When it was created, the date, just what is journal article reference?
Yes, you notice here. What is this? Is a journal article that, as we told you, that we have to write this one. Very important. So the surname, what is that? The surname is the name. The name, for example, my name is Hussein Abu Rijal. My name, I have to write my surname. That's mean Abu Rijal, comma, H Hussein. Why? Because this one is like that. For example, here we use the surname like Abu al Rijal, okay, Hussein, okay. What is the year? 2020, for example, and then full stop and the title. It's like that. So the surname is very important when we do citation. We cannot use the first name. You have to notice that. Digital object identifier, that's mean DOI or digital object identifier, that many articles they use for the certain people. We have to add it. We have to add that to our reference because easy for the researchers to look after or to can find the original article for that reference. They can go through digital object identifier. For example, hey, the journal article they have a direct URL website, direct URL, but ebook they have online newspaper homepage. Yes. What is the beauty here? Sometimes you don't find articles as very good, but you don't find DOI. So you don't need to worry about that. You just to follow up to the journal or the article or that journal volume and issue. No need to look after with a worry about DOI. DOI, it will be easier to put there. It will be good to put there in case that you have it in the article.
This is what
This is how to publish to cite a website. But normally the website we don't use heavily. We would like if we would like to mention the issue or the problem statement or things to mention we have issue and we have to look after that. Because we would like to explain things easier. Or for example, we would like to mention for instance, and for examples or cases that already exist, we can find it in the website. We have to see who see that, the author, the year, the title of the work, and we have to see retrieved date. When we retrieve that, do you understand? Can you follow me? We have to mention like that. Retrieved. What's the retrieved? Retrieved date. That's mean you. When you retrieved, you have to write it. You have to write when you retrieved and from where. From that URL.
the audience